Hello, Barn community. We're thrilled to say hello to you today and welcome the newest member of our senior staff. We are thrilled to welcome you back to the Barn in our upcoming 90th summer season, and so many exciting things happening right now. But one of them is that we have gone through in-depth search for a new 12-month director of education to help assist us as we look to the future of the Barn Playhouse and expanding our impact on the community. Community has been so important to us in what we've been able to accomplish, and we look forward to becoming a staple for arts and arts education as we look to the future. And so with that, I'm thrilled to say we welcome Sage Tokach as our new Director of Education here at the new London Barn Playhouse. Hello, Sage.
Applause,
Yes.
applause, applause.
Thank you.
So as we welcome you to our Barn family, I'd love to have you just speak a little bit about your background and what brings, what experiences you bring to the Barn Playhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. So I grew up on a little farm in Abilene, Kansas, out in the country, but we were lucky enough to have a professional theater in town. And my parents are in the swine industry. So they work with pigs and with animals, not with the theater, but they're supporters of the arts. So we always stored set pieces for the theater in our barn. And so I would go out there like a little 6-year-old and like go chase away the cows and help them get the set pieces from the barn. And then one year they were looking for a little farm girl to be in the show. And so they were like, hey, you look like you could fit the part. And so I built a relationship with them, and then they kept working with them after that. And I got a real job in middle school and started working there full time through middle school and high school and learning about equity reports and contracts and all that fun stuff, and got to meet a lot of the professional actors coming in. And then I was there when they started their first year-round education program at Great Plains Theater. So it was really cool to be a part of the community as a kid when that was happening, and to see, I mean, that just opened up so many possibilities for me as a kid. And then some of those connections that I made got me into my college that I went to. So one of the actors had gone to Oklahoma City University for their undergrad and then brought me there for a tour, and I got my BFA in acting and directing from there. And then since then, I've just been working in regional theaters across the country. I did a tour with Missoula Children's Theater where I really got to tour all around the country, and that really solidified that I wanted to go into educational theater and work with kids. I think kids just have the brightest imaginations and are the most fun collaborators and bring lots of ideas to the table and are always ready to play. So that helped me make the decision to go back and get my Master's of Fine Arts in Theater for Young Audiences here in Orlando, where I am now.
And congrats to you, as you are just about to conclude that master's study. And that's, I commend you on that work. And in our discussions, a true passion that I see in you for sharing your love of theater with young people in a exciting, new, creative way. And we're thrilled to have you and your talents and your passions for theater education here at the Barn. Tell us a little bit about what you feel like that impact can be on we were talking about young people in theater education, but all ages, about what you've witnessed as that, what that magic moment is of theater education.
Yeah, I think that the theater is all about building community and listening, and not just listening, but deep listening, where we're really getting a better understanding of each other. And I think some of the most exciting work that I've done has been with a wide range of ages, where there are 5- and 6-year-olds who are learning from high schoolers, and high schoolers who are learning from them, and then all the way up to like intergenerational work, where I've done some work here in Orlando with seniors, and it's been really fun to just get all of these life experiences in one room and learn from each other, and to explore both within productions and within classes, but also I've been doing some more work with outdoor theater and learning along the trail. And so I think that interdisciplinary arts are really fascinating to me. So how are we incorporating science and shows about issues that students care about, and how are we incorporating the earth and playing with materials outside? And I think that theater is a lot more than just getting together to read a script. I think that there are so many different aspects of the arts that can come together in exciting ways.
And Sage, I know we were lucky enough to convince you to come up to New Hampshire in the middle of the winter. We were like, no, she's going to come for a weekend in the middle of the winter, and we'll see if she can actually do it. But interested to hear you talk about maybe what excites you, sure, about coming and joining the Barn Playhouse family, but also about moving to New Hampshire. You know, growing up in Kansas, living in Orlando now. New Hampshire might be a little different than both of those places. So what excites you about coming up to New Hampshire and living here 12 months a year?
Well, I mean, everybody's like, oh, the cold, but I'm very excited for the cold because Florida is way too hot for me. So that's very exciting. But I'm really excited about the outdoor opportunities. There's so many areas for hiking and skiing and biking and just being outside, which will be fun to explore by myself and with members of the community. I think that'll be a great way to meet people. So that's exciting. And I had never been to the Northeast, really. I'd never been further than New York before. So it was really cool to see that area, and especially in the summer and the fall, being up there, I think will be really fun to experience, to get out of the heat a little bit.
Yeah, you'll find the fall is the time of the year to be here. That's kind of the secret. Everyone always told me that. And when I spent a fall in New England, I was like, aha, stunning. Yeah,
that's what I hear. Well, and the New London community was so charming in my little visit up there. I think, I'm from a small town and I know what that small town life is like. And then I've been away from that for a long time. And so I think it's exciting to me to be back in a place where I can really meet the young people and see them grow and build connections with community for a longer period of time.
Well, we're excited to be all working together to create that impact on our community. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening at the Barn Playhouse. Not only are we coming back into the barn for the first time since 2019, celebrating our 90th season, all of the success and support that we've gained from the Play a Part campaign, and truly establishing an artistic home in our campus. The barn is such an integral part of our community, especially in the summer. But new facilities that will become energy sources throughout the entire year. And so I'd love to have you maybe speak about what's some of the things that excite you about being a part of this, the writing of the next chapter for the Barn Playhouse.
Yeah, well, I think the barn is already doing so many exciting projects with the shows that you're choosing in the intern programs, and this idea of young people learning from these college students that are coming in, and especially the programming for teens is something that I think is unique to the barn that I don't see in a lot of other places. So I think it's really exciting to expand that curriculum year round and to develop more for younger ages as well, to have productions that include students of all ages, to build relationships with the schools, with the libraries, to get some of these productions in the surrounding towns, and to really find out what the year-round community is interested in pursuing. So I'm excited to start this dialogue with community members so that I can bring ideas, but then also hear from all of you of what you're interested in and how we can build based off of your interests.
Well, we are thrilled to welcome you and join our team, and we can't wait to introduce you to the incredible community that supports the barn, which we will do very soon, and we look forward to seeing everyone in the upcoming summer ahead and looking to the future. Welcome, Sage.
Thank you so much. I could not be more excited.